Hello everyone, hope you're doing okay. Chocolo Roberto here for the Italian special. Yeah, sorry I'm a bit late. As is typically the case, 5 minutes before I was about to start, everything went pear-shaped and I had to, had to restart everything and try and find out what was going on. Nothing was working. It's just the way it goes, isn't it? Live TV, there you go. But anyway, got there in the end, managed to reset everything, re-establish everything, retest everything. Everything seems to be, fingers crossed, going okay. Hopefully you can hear me, and hopefully everything's all right, and hopefully you're having a good day. So I've got, basically, someone asked me, I think it was Andrew Winton actually asked me, did I have anything, did I bring back any chocolate from Italy? And I kind of said, well, bits and pieces, but nothing too dramatic. But I forgot or misplaced one or the other or both. That I had a bag of actual sort of mini Spanish chocolate, so Italian chocolate. So so I do have a bit of a stash to review, and that's where we are today. Hi Alan, how's it going? Yeah, great to see you. I'm not doing too bad, thank you. Not doing too bad actually. I'm getting back on track with things. I think clearly probably the normal answer is yes, I'm fine. How are you? But yeah, I'll go into a bit of detail. Yeah, basically I've just managing to get back on track of everything. Had like I don't know, obviously I had a bit of a holiday, this and the other. I've kind of sort of reset myself and got back on track. I'm getting things organised again, both outside the channel and with the channel as well. I've kind of, just things are getting, it was getting quite busy all the time really, and this and the other. So I'm trying to get back to normal now. I think after the past 2 or 3 years, this and the other, got out of the habit of doing lots of things. I'm kind of gradually pretty much back on track now. So I just need to get back on with things. So yeah, so basically, yes, not doing too bad. How are you doing, Alan? You doing okay? It's great to see you, by the way. Good to see you. Hope you're doing all right. Now, I do have, a few Italian chocs, as I mentioned. And one of them, which was, I had there was like a place I stopped off on like this Tuscany trip. Because basically, those who don't know, I did go to Italy for a holiday a couple of weeks back. So that's why I've got this stuff, is the gist of it. Yeah, and I went to a little excursion out to Tuscany. Essentially, I went to Rome and we had a little day out basically. We stopped off at this vineyard, this place, but basically they kind of it's a bit cheeky. They funnel you through like places that they've obviously got to deal with, and like little restaurants or not, basically places you can spend your money is the gist of it. So you kind of they stop you off here as a little break, so you can spend money at these things. But they did have lots of samples. You can basically just go for. I was just picking up loads of these chocolate samples from this place that they were selling loads of stuff. It was just I was just taking loads of stuff all over the place, and it was quite tasty actually. But there was some. So I've already sampled these about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Whenever I was in Italy, really nice it was, and basically. So some of them I know are quite nice, but I've kind of forgotten how they taste. Or of course, I'm thinking of it back in my head. So maybe things have changed. But a couple of these things I have tried before, only a couple of them, but they were very nice from what I remember. Yeah. It's not too bad at all. Yes, and hi Andrew, how's it going, Andrew? Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, good to see you, Andrew. Hope how's your day going? New Cadbury Caramel Twirl coming out. That sounds very interesting. Not too excited because caramel flavoured things are never that great. We should do a white chocolate one. Is it caramel flavour rather than actual caramel? I guess it makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. If it's I was thinking caramel, actual caramel in it would be really nice. But if it's caramel flavour, like you say, that's a bit Like the Aero one wasn't that great, was it? The caramel flavoured Aero. Yeah, but no, well, good to see you anyway. Hope you're doing all right. But at least it's something. At least it's not just another orange flavoured something. Well, there we go. Yeah, so right. So what should we start with then? Well, don't know really. I've got a couple of things. Let's start with excuse me. Let's try and start some. I've got a couple of mini things here. We'll start. I've got a few things actually. Yes, sandwich session on holiday sounds. I know it was lovely. Yeah, it was really nice, Alan. It was so nice. There was a guy wandering about trying to sell you stuff, but that was about it really. So he had this massive. It was quite a big, it was pretty big, and there was loads of stuff there. So there was no one like checking you eating too much. Obviously it wasn't too ridiculous, but a couple of times I did get maybe go back for seconds, maybe thirds, but it was very nice. Yeah, it was very nice indeed. Yeah, I did enjoy it a lot. Lovely, yeah, lovely it was. That's how you want it. All right, so the first one, I got this at the airport actually. I didn't get this here, but so I don't know where. There we go. Yes, is it Loca? I'm not sure I pronounce it. I assume it is Italian, but Cioccolato al latte e wafer. So, okay, so basically milk chocolate with wafer. Looks very nice, doesn't it? It does look very nice. Yeah, I think I got this at the airport. I think I did because I didn't see many. I did go to a few normal shops. You don't tend to go to just normal shops, do you, when you're on holiday? But I did go to a couple. I did go to like a couple of little minor, small, not supermarkets, but I don't know what you'd call them, stores, I guess. think when I was young, I used to call them supermarkets, these smaller shops, but they're kind of quite normal now, aren't they? I think, yeah, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, but anyway, went there. It was, yeah, so I saw a couple of nice things. I did get a couple of things, but they would tend to be like milk and stuff rather than just actual Italian chocolate. So I did discover at the airport a couple of things, including this one here. So it looks, does look very nice actually, doesn't it? You know, I must say I'm quite, I like the way the wafer is a bit wavy, you know, so it does look quite interesting, that. Cadbury Snowballs bar coming out this Christmas, and Terry's going to do chocolate orange snowballs this Christmas too. Snowballs all over the place. All rumours at the moment. Well, there's no smoke without fire, that's what they say, don't they? Yeah, so, yeah, well, that sounds quite interesting. I mean, a Snowballs bar, is it just going to be, well, who knows? I was going to say, is it going to be like a bubbly bar or something, but I guess maybe not, I don't know. Interesting, we'll see. It's not like Cadbury to do anything too crazy, is it? You know what I mean? So, it wouldn't surprise me if it's just some kind of dairy milk variant, but you never know. Yes, go to the Taste of Grampian Food Fair next Saturday. So hope to be sampling some of the local chocolates and goodies. All right, say okay, yeah, that should be pretty good. Taste of Grampian. Well, I have to take plenty of photos. I'll try and keep. I'm trying to be back on. Another thing I was kind of alluding to before, but didn't mention it explicitly, is I'm trying to get back onto Instagram and stuff like that now. It's very difficult because I don't know. It's yeah, I don't know. I find it difficult to do Instagram because I really dislike posting photos on it because I hate it's not that I don't like posting photos, but I hate all the admin. I just hate having to tag everything. I hate having to write the descriptions, and it just I don't know why, even though it only takes 2 seconds, I just don't like doing it for some reason. So I find it quite difficult to do Instagram really. And it's all you've got to change the shape of the images to be square so they fit, because Instagram's got a stupid aspect ratio, so your photos don't quite fit properly. And I don't know, yeah. So, but I need to try and get back onto it. I need to try and do that. But yeah, it's yeah. It's just another thing I need to do, unfortunately. And you need because there's so many things. But we're interested to see how you do with that, Alan. So yeah, so it sounds like an interesting place to go. Yeah, I need to perhaps go to more of that. I know there's like a chocolate fair at some point, somewhere not too far from me, I think. Yeah. So 38%. So let's have a see. What does it say? If we probably say in Italian, so we have to be Italian and German, I guess. Okay, all right. 38% minimum chocolate. Okay, with something or other. But there we go. We do have the calories per 100 grams, 537. Presumably 32 grams of fat, of which saturate's 20. So there we go. Is it Manchester? I thought, yeah, crikey. Very interesting. So this might be actually German. This one it might be German, but obviously I did buy it in Italy. So an interesting one. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. Yeah. I've been to Cadbury World. I did go a few years back, Alan. When was it? It's probably over 10 years ago now. I did go. It was all right. It was all right. I mean, it wasn't really what you'd hope it would be, basically. I don't know if you've been, Alan, but they gave you, I think they gave you like one of the Marvelous Creation bars at the time, which was a new one at the time, I think, or whenever it was. Well, semi-new anyway, so I got like that. It wasn't too bad. It was all right. I think but they had lots of. It was just lots of, I don't know, history about it. And you did see some people making chocolate, but they don't really. I don't think they make much at the time. Didn't make much chocolate there, so there wasn't really much going on. It was an okay excursion, but it wasn't the sort of, what's it called, Wonkaland that you'd hope it would be kind of thing. But it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. So I quite like the look of this one. I really do like the look of this one, actually. I think it looks pretty good. It's a 50-gram bar, so quite heavy. Oh, hi there, Egg. How's it going? Yeah, great to see you, Egg. Hope you're doing all right. How's the how's the game coming? You've turned back now to the egg couple. Now, is these egg people actually a thing, Egg, or is this something you've made up? Maybe it's something I'm just not aware of. I realise there's lots of internet stuff out there. Maybe it's just something I don't know about. Now, we do have the mini cam here. Look at that. There we go. As if by magic. So there we are. So you can still see me, but you can see. Now the colour's not great on this small cam. Maybe I need I don't know. You can see the difference, can't you? Look, if I see that there, it's not the best, but at least it's something rather than moving the camera up and down a bit. So there we go. So all right, let's give it a bit of an open. Then it was really hot today in the house. So I opened all the doors and stuff early on, so hopefully it's a bit cooler now. You can see if I'm kind of hooked over. I have to be careful. But yeah, anyway, let's have a look. Let's have a see. So let's give this an open. So it looks 38% cacao. So I guess it's dark chocolate, but I'm sure it's like milk chocolate. Let's have a look then. Look at that. You just made it. So well, that's a good one. It looks pretty good. Do you do the artwork as well? It looks quite interesting. I quite like it, actually. It's pretty good. Look at that. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure it said it was a. So yeah, it does say milk chocolate, chocolate al latte. So, but it smells of a dark chocolate. Definitely smells dark chocolatey. This. I wonder if it's more of a dark milk. Interesting. I don't know what really defines dark milk, to be honest with you, but it's definitely got a dark chocolate smell to it. This looks really interesting, actually. You can see the Loca brand on it. Quite interesting. Let's give it a bit of a. Well, let's give it the old measure. Why not, shall we? Let's give it a measure. It's obviously 6 segments. You could probably get it in bigger segments. Let's give it a bit of a rough measurement, shall we? All right, there we go. Yeah, about 8.6 centimeters there. Let's see, do the other side. Is it probably going to be the same? You'd expect it to be about 8 centimeters there. Not quite. And the height. Look. I had a real craving for a cheese and pickle this morning. About 2 o'clock in the morning. So we can do that. About 9 millimeters there. Right. So this today I went out and got some got some Branston pickle, and yeah, there we go. About 4 millimeters in the trough. A bit hard to see on that one, isn't it? But there we go. About 4.2. All right, should have just left it up there. Yeah, so you remember about 10 or 15 years ago, before Cadbury bought Mondelez and didn't have much presence in the UK, milk was considered really exotic. It would bring back into Spain. Yeah, yes. It's funny how things change, isn't it? Funny how things change. It really is, yeah. I mean, Cadbury, there was I don't know when it was, but it was definitely in the past 10 years, and not too long ago, maybe 7 years, just before I was doing this channel, so 7, 8 years ago. Cadbury went through a really amazing period where they were just producing lots of random stuff. It was when they had that banana, I don't know, it wasn't Marvelous Creations before they did those, I think. And it's just, they had so many different kinds of chocolates and things. I don't know, and it was just lovely it was, but they've just, yeah, bit of a funny one. Is this the first item on the box? Well, it's not a box, this one. This is the Italy special. The other one was Spain, yeah. So this one's basically my stuff I brought back from Italy. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Yeah, so this is, but it's the first one, yes. Grandpa used to bring it back. It's not really exotic. Has some really exotic chocolate from far away. I know, yeah. Oh, just goes to show, doesn't it? But yeah, you can see it all the time now, don't you, in Home Bargains and things. 30% cocoa is quite high. Yeah, it's not bad, and it definitely smells it. You can definitely smell it. It smells like a dark chocolate. Yeah, cheese and pickle cravings. I know. I never used to have pickle until a few years back. I did like a sweet chili Branston pickle. And I used to get. I don't know if they do it anymore. I'm not seeing it. I didn't see it today, but it's very nice. But yeah, it was very nice. Very nice. Oh yeah, very nice. Oh, you see, no, don't worry, Egg. No worries. No worries at all. Okay, let's have a look then. So nice. Breaks quite nicely, but you can see nothing going on there. Let's try snap it in half. Nice. There we go. Look at that. Wow, I like that. Bit of green on that one. Let's put it to the. You can see it does look a bit green. The wafer does tend to be a bit like that. Because it's got the wavy effect. Not quite as uniform as on the packet. Certainly not, but it's there. It's acceptable. I guess you wouldn't really mind that much. You're just going to eat it, aren't you? But it's not too bad. All right, well, let's give it a bit of a go, shall we? Why not? Oh, hi there, Joe. How's things going for you? We're just quarters of about to taste the first one. I think it's actually. I got it in Italy, but it might be made in Germany. I've certainly not seen it in the UK. Probably is available in the UK, but I've not seen it particularly. This one, yes, this milk one here. So it's kind of like a dark milk to an extent. Chocolato. I can't do an Italian accent. I really can't. It's funny, when I was trying to learn Spanish, speak to some Spanish people in Spanish, they all thought I was Italian for some reason. I don't know why that was. But it must be the way I pronounce my words, maybe. Well, there we go. All right, let's give this a taste. Let's do it. I must say, actually, before going further, I'm a big fan of biscuity, wafery type things in chocolate. It really is quite. It's quite a rich dark chocolate. As I say, it does label itself as milk chocolate, but it does taste very much a dark chocolate. It's very nice. It's a bit like a dark chocolate Kit Kat, almost. I think you said, but with more chocolate. Oh, hi there, Jen. How are you doing? Great to see you. It's been such a long time. I'm really glad you made it. Yes. Welcome back to the channel. I think it's been about 3 or 4 years, maybe, since the last time. Great to see you, though. Glad you could make it. Now, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing okay. We're just in the middle of doing an Italian special, basically. And when I went to Italy a couple of weeks back, this is the first bar. I've got quite a few today, so I'm going to be sampling little nibbles of them. I'm going to try not to go too crazy because because I'm trying to cut down, believe it or not, and it's I just have to be careful with these live reviews. But there we go. So that's the same with this one so far. It's a bit of a dark milk. Really with a nice sort of wavy wafer in the middle actually. Although I've just destroyed this one. It's very much wafer chocolate. Now it does look wavy normally, but I just managed to destroy this one. Let's give it another nibble. Kind of see the wave effects there. And when it comes through the chocolate, normally it looks a bit wavy, but I mean, I had a good, I snapped it pretty well the first time, but I've not been able to replicate that. It's very nice actually. I'll say it does come across a bit like a dark chocolate Kit Kat, but definitely with more emphasis on the chocolate. A bit like, I mean, I was a big fan of the dark chocolate blue ribbons actually, and I thought that was really, really good. I know Alan was a big fan of that too, and it's kind of a bit like that. It's similar-ish, but obviously not without the sort of cocoa cream. I actually really like this one. I think it's perhaps not quite as exciting as maybe. I mean, it sounds a bit ridiculous. I don't think you'd normally describe a dark chocolate blue ribbon as exciting, but nonetheless, I do feel it's not quite. You know, I don't know. It's not quite there with that, but it's very nice. I actually really like this. I could. It's quite subtle as well. It's quite. Also, not subtle, but quite. I feel like it's something to be savoured. I don't feel like just eating it too quickly is going to work. I feel like it deserves to sort of. What's the word? Is it permeate or whatever? A bit like when you're brewing tea. Very nice, yeah. I like this a lot. And for me, it's not going to blow your socks off, but it's And we do have the first chocolate syndrome problem, but I have, as I say, done a few reviews already today as well that I haven't, just recorded outside. So I am prepared for the chocolate. I think for me, this one, first chocolate syndrome, by the way, is obviously when you, well, not obviously, but when you're really desperate for chocolate and you've not had anything, then you have something. The first one always tastes the best, and obviously, last chocolate syndrome is when you're too full. So when you get to the end of a chocolate selection, I think for me, this one's not bad. I think it's between a 4 and a 4.5, you know. Oh, it's so close to 4.5. Can I give it a 4.5? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm going to give it a benefit of 4.5 out of 5. I really like this one. I think it's just quite sophisticated. I think it feels sophisticated. It feels elegant. It feels nice. I can imagine, as I say, it's not. I don't know if it's really, really Italian, but you can imagine having it with some kind of, I don't know, Italian coffee or something like that, and enjoying it and being feeling pretty sophisticated, even if you don't look it. So I quite like that. It's very nice. Yeah, that's a nice one. That one. Good start. You bought 100% cacao for your mum the other day. Only one ingredient. I'd never seen one like that. Flipping hell, that must have been. Wow, what happened? Was your mum okay? I mean, that must have been very dry. That jar must have been so dry. Wowzer! I remember. It wasn't. I don't think it was 100% cacao by any means, but I remember having like. I did some chocolate challenge once where you just go to this place. Basically, you have the kind of give you lots of very indulgent chocolatey things, and one of which was a hot chocolate. But it was basically literally almost melted chocolate. So the point where it was so you couldn't you couldn't. It wasn't really like having a drink. You needed a drink with it because it was so thick and indulgent. It was very So interesting. Yes, and even for I'm not sure. Let's see. It may be too much. Even for a dark chocolate, it may be too much. For a fan of dark chocolate, yes, okay, yeah, I can believe that. Joe. I think I found that for me, dark chocolate, I tend to prefer it to be around the 40% range. I know some people would say, "Oh, dark chocolate's not dark chocolate until it's like 90 odd or something," but I don't know. I just find it's a bit too rich for me. Other than that. A good start, yeah, Reg. It's not bad at all. I think that was a good one. That one. Now it's I enjoyed that a lot. I'm just cleaning the plate by the way. If you wonder what I'm doing, it was a very nice start. That actually, very nice. Now we do have some good ones coming up as well that I sampled bits of, as I say in the shop I mentioned earlier. The smell was so strong. I can imagine it being. I would like to experience it, but I think it would suck all the moisture from your mouth. I can really imagine it doing that. Like the Gobi Desert afterwards. Yes. Montezuma's absolute black chocolate is 100% cocoa. It's very intense. Yeah, see, what did you think then, Jen? Did you like it? What did you reckon? What did you think of that? I've never had 100% before. I don't think I've anyway. I think I might have had a conversation about something's ringing in my head, but I don't think I've ate it. I feel like I would have remembered. I think I've just talked about it. What did you think, Jen? Would you have it again? Or would you have it with something? Or would you just want to experience it. You did notice that most of the people really appreciate it. Yeah, so okay, so they actually quite enjoyed it, did it? What, I mean, did you try any, Joe? What did you reckon? I don't know. I'd like to try it. I'd like to try it. I'd like to try it. I don't know what I'd make of it, but I'd like to try it. Okay, so we'll move. We'll just right. Okay, we'll move back and forth between a few things here. Now, there's one I really want to try, and I'm tempted to try it now, but I'm going to leave it a bit later. I think it's one of the ones that I really like the sample of. Yes, they're very expensive, because some kind of expensive ingredient chocolates. Yeah, see, okay, right, I can believe it. Yeah, really expensive, are they? Yeah, see, I can believe it there. I guess it's probably why it's convenient, isn't it, to have like weaker chocolates and things. There we go. It's very dry, Jen, was it? Too much. Didn't really enjoy it. I wouldn't have it again. Okay, right. It's just I can imagine it's one of those for a very. Yeah, I think if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't. I think it's one of those. I can imagine it not really having much middle ground. How much was it though, Jen? Was it very expensive? I think Joe was saying it probably would be expensive. I can imagine it'd be expensive by default anyway, being Montezuma's. But there we go. Yeah. Oh, it's a shame, that one. Have you heard of the Binley Mega Chippy? No, I don't know. What's that? Binley Mega Chippy? No, what's that? Sounds interesting. No, not heard of that, Andrew. What's that about? Sounds an interesting one. Here we go. So there's the next one. I don't know how you pronounce that. Dolciando. Maybe. There you go, doing my Italian accent. Arancia, I guess that is. Or Arancia. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But orange, basically. Orange. There we go. So I think presumably chocolate fondant with, I don't know, biscuit pieces. Biscuits or pieces of orange, I guess. And ripe cream, maybe. A nice orange or something like that. Strong orange or something like that. I'm not sure what gusto means. I can't remember now, but yeah. Yeah, the gist. The Rainforest Alliance as well there. There we go. So it looks very interesting. 100-gram bar. Very nice indeed. Anything of interest on the back? Perhaps it's the right way up. And got some, there you go, the recycle information. Just give you a quick calories per 100 grams. 533 calories, 31 grams of fat, 25 of which are saturates. That's basically for the whole bar. You can see there, yes, chocolate fondant, cacao, 47% minimum, with sort of basically orange pieces in it. And orange cream, presumably, 47%. Okay, there we go. Does look like it's possibly got palm oil in there. It might be palm, presumably. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. £2.50 for the bar. That's not too bad, Jen. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's not. At least you didn't spend too much on it. Then I was thinking it's going to be about £7 or something. So that's not. That could be worse. Could be worse. Yes. Yes. Crocanti. Oh, I don't know how you pronounce that. It's crunch. Yeah, I thought it was something along those lines. Anyway. Yeah. Thanks, Joe. Thank you. Oh, crunchy. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I thought it would be something like. Well, I just put 2 and 2 together and luckily got 4 this time, roughly. Gusto is taste. Yeah, I keep thinking like, yeah, I feel like it's one of those words that maybe means multiple things because mind you, I'm thinking of Spanish as well, so not sure. Basis a chippy in Cornwall called the Binley Mega Chippy. A jingle was made for it and it became a meme on TikTok. Okay, I don't often. You're just saying before. I'm struggling with social media really. And TikTok is one It's a bit like going to the Polish shop. I keep saying to Scotty in Discord. I keep saying like I keep meaning to do it, but I'm just purposefully not doing because I know it's just a whole other world that I just haven't got the money or the space. Well, not the money, but well, yeah, maybe the money actually. It depends how much I buy. But basically, the chocolate. And I've got so much in the backlog, I just can't risk going in and coming out with 20 more chocolate bars. And TikTok, it's another world where I just think I'm struggling with Instagram and YouTube as it is. So, I think adding a whole new world, I just don't know if I can do with it at the moment. But yeah, there we go. People are making pilgrimage to it, and it's having 50 minutes of fame this week. Okay, right, okay. Maybe that guy from Rate My Takeaway will go there. He keeps singing it. Bingley Mega Chippy, I say. I don't think I'll do it justice by trying to sing it, but there we go. It was on Twitter as well, was it? Right. Okay. Yeah. See. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, I'd missed out. Oh dear. There we go. Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out, but we'll see. All right. There we go. So it's been I don't know. We'll unwrap it down here and we'll see what happens. So let's give it a bit of a unwrap. I do have another version of this bar with another fruit flavour in it, and you might struggle to guess. See if you can guess the fruit flavour, what it would be. The other one, it's not orange, of course, got another one. See if you can think what it could be. You know, have a guess. All right, so got a nice faux wrapper here, which I quite like. I do love a good faux wrapper actually. I'm a bit worried it might get a bit warm in here, so I might, don't know. It's getting a bit warm. A sealed foil here as well. So this was the one I was sampling in the shop. I think I was anyway, but I'll say it was the other fruit flavour I was doing. But there we go, yeah. So you can see it's nicely sealed, I think, if I can peel this. That's the only problem is when with ones where you have to tear it is you can't seal it back up very easily. That's the one problem. So again, looks lovely dark chocolate here. Wow. Nice orange smell coming from it as well. Not bad at all. Not bad at all actually, it smells pretty good. Bit of a plain design. So, I'll show you one here. There we go. Yeah, so it's getting a bit warm now. It's feeling a bit warm on my fingers, you know. Not too bad. Yeah, you wouldn't try 100% because you'd, you like a good old milk cacao, Choco, yes. We've got to be honest, 100% version of the true chocolate. Okay, all right. There won't be a second, guys. There's just someone typically at the door, so I will need one moment. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, sorry about that. Basically, Amazon were at the door. Basically, they're just going to keep knocking. So, like if you have like a, I don't know. Well, anyway, yes, they got it anyway. But yes, you like this, but you got to be honest. 100% version is true chocolate. Well, a true chocolate, I guess, but it might be a bit extreme, mightn't it? It might be a bit extreme, Joe. I don't blame you at all. Don't blame you at all. Yes, okay, yes, not all chocolate on TikTok. Yes, very Gen Z or Gen Z. Yeah, okay. Vine ended everyone's, I say mummy and granny's on Facebook these days. Yeah, I think you're probably right there, Andrew. It's not, maybe one day I'll check it out, but yeah. It's for youngsters like, well, really, are you too old for it yourself now, Andrew? I mean, you're in your 20s now, isn't it? Short attention spans, all hooked on instant gratification, and all short clips about random things. Yeah, I have sort of seen it. They do it. They try to do it on YouTube, aren't they, with the shorts and stuff. They try to jump on it, really. Yeah, I see Vine. Yeah, I remember Vine. It was ahead of its time, I guess. Well, I did read a thing why it finished, but there we go. Well, they aren't making clips. Yeah, youth orientated. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those. I think we'll see. Maybe one day I'll look at it. I'm not a fan of full wrap myself. Once it's open, no. Cause yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's why I'm not a big fan of it. Really, it's just I find it difficult to get back. Like, yeah, I don't mind it when if it's not sealed, but when you have to rip it to open it, it's a bit much. You've had 95% dark chocolate. It's too dark for you. That's like a waxy, dry texture. Can't imagine what 100%. Yeah, I don't know what the most I've tried. I don't think I've tried. I feel like I've tried maybe 80 odd, but I can't remember. Yeah, Spooky Doorman. Yes. Was it a pizza? No, it's actually more this stuff. It's like this stuff I use under here. I'd actually ordered some more of that. Basically, it's you can use it basically for. I'm not an arts and crafts person, but I use it for inserts for various. I'm into my board games, you see, so I can make my own inserts for board games with it. That's the gist of it. All right, so let's see. You can see this one. It's a bit looks a bit like a smiley face. It's bent upwards a bit. Let's give it a bit of a measurement, shall we? Might have to do it with the old ruler here. For what it's worth, but we'll do it. You know what we're like. We always do the measurements. About 15.3 centimetres there. You probably can't tell, but that's roughly what it is. Let's give it a bit hard to tell. I did move the camera up and down before, but I feel like it's better to keep it like this now. Let's see. Measure it as well there. Put the 0 on the thing. Let's give it a go. And we have 2.75 centimetres in width. In height, about 3 millimeters, and in between in the troughs, about 2.2. There we go. All right. Yeah, so it's got a bit of a, yeah, this one, speaking of wax, this one does have a bit of it, but I think it might be because it's melting a bit. Yeah. Was it pizza? Yes. Sorry, I didn't really read that bit out. Yeah, maybe it gets too old for it. That was really, but it's mostly teenagers. So yeah, geriatric for TikTok. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I was only joking before, but yeah, who knows? You know, it's one of those, isn't it? Things do move quite quickly. Yeah, 100% it's not for you, Alan. Kind of bitter, dry, burnt taste, and feels a burnt taste as well. Yeah, I must admit, I'm not. I'll try it. I'll probably try and review it for the channel one day. Maybe I'll do the Montezuma one, like Jen mentioned. Maybe that's the one to go for. Yeah, fondant is dark chocolate in Italy. I remember now. Ah, right, okay. A bit disappointed because initially thought it would be an orange fondant bar. Right. Yeah, I see. Okay, that's what it is it? Yeah, I kind of like 4. Gives you 90% nostalgia. I must admit, I do like it on Kit Kats and things. I don't mind it in some bars. It's just when it's in the bigger one because I can't. It's harder to reseal, especially when I'm reviewing them because I don't can't really realistically eat all the chocolate I review in one day. So most of the chocolates don't use it anymore. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's stopped a bit here actually. It has stopped a bit here. So let's have a look then. So look at that. A bit soft on the inside then. Has a bit of a softness to it. You can see it doesn't break off very easily. So it does have some kind of, yeah, it did say like an orange cream, didn't it? So you can see that there. Quite nice. A bit better on the top camera really. It's not quite as clear on the bottom one. Bottom camera is just not quite as good. Maybe one day I need to invest in a better one for the bottom one, but let's see, can I get it to focus in there? Maybe not. Yeah. It sometimes focuses, it's like focusing, I don't know, if I put my finger there, sometimes it'll focus on my finger then, but I don't know. Who knows what it's focusing in on. Anyway, I think you get the gist, but it just annoys me that. Will it focus? There we go. I think we'd already seen that one there, but there we are. Looks interesting. It does look interesting. All right, let's give this one a taste. I'm quite excited for this one, as I say, because it was one I did quite enjoy, so let's give it a go. Let's give it a taste. Wow. It's got a very nice, it is very rich and creamy actually. It's very, very creamy. It's got a very creamy centre. There's not really much orange crisp in it. You can see the way it kind of breaks as well. I've snapped it there, but you can see it's not actually, it's still attached. You know, it's kind of rips off almost. It's like tearing. So it's quite soft at the bottom. A bit of crunch in there, but not much. It's very much an orange flavour. And the cream rather than anything else. No real orange crisp. It says orange crisp, but I couldn't really taste any. It's okay, that one, but the other flavour that I had was actually my favourite, probably of the lot really. But this one, yeah, it's okay. It's got a very sort of creamy fondant sort of middle to it. Not fondant, chocolate, but sort of, what's the word? Got fondant on the mind. Not quite a truffle centre, but it's just like a creamy centre basically, and it's quite, as I say, quite sort of cocoa-y. It's not just like a cream, but I feel like it's I don't know. I feel like the chocolate's nice. I feel like it's got a nice sort of not too strong dark chocolate. I mean, what did it say it was? Where's the yeah? I think it said, what's the percentage? 47%. I think that's it does taste quite nice, and it's not too strong actually. Normally, a 47% meat would be bordering on the top end of what I. Well, no, actually, I think in the 50s I can cope with. So it's probably about right for me, actually, this dark chocolate. Not too bad at all. You could do a numbers percentage special someday, maybe. Yes, I say maybe I could actually. Yeah, you're right there, Alan. That's a good one, that one. Yeah, just grab a load of different chocolate percentages, like do it in the, I don't know where the earliest one will be, probably 20s or 30s, 30s probably. Then do all the way up, one of each, going up 10s each time. That'd be quite interesting. Yeah, might look into that. Oh yes, busy chat today. Yes, hit the like button if you haven't done so. Oh, thank you so much, Joe. Yeah, please do. Yeah, it really helps out the channel, everyone. But thanks for being here as well. It's great to see you all. Good to see lots of the good old faces from the old days and the new days as well, and everyone in between. So it's really good. Hope you're doing all right, by the way. It's lovely. Really quite happy with the weather as well at the moment. It's just so nice when it stays dark till about 9 or 10 o'clock. Sometimes when I was editing my videos and things, it would essentially be kind of, I don't know, it'd be really dark by the time I'd finished, or even when I started really. So it's nice to sort of now actually still have edit my videos after work, and then it still be light and still feel like I've got a lot of the day left. So it's not bad at all. So this bar then is quite nice. I think for me the bit I'm not a big, it's not got many crunchy bits. There looks like it's got loads of crunchy bits in there. It doesn't really. It's very soft. and it's very creamy. Really, I've not, as I say, really come across many crunchy bits at all. You might get one every now and again, but not really. So you're kind of left with just a very creamy, a creamy chocolate. It tastes a bit like I wouldn't say it's like a club or anything like that. There's no biscuit in there, but it's kind of like the sort of cream from a club, but very, very a lot more chocolatey, really, which is good in a way. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like I need that crunchy bit in there for me. So it's not bad. It's not bad. The chocolate's nice. It's a nice richness to the chocolate. I actually quite like that, and I like the way, as I say, it's offset with the sort of the orange cream. But I feel like it just needs a bit of a crunch in there, and because you're expecting it as well, it's a bit disappointing because there isn't one. But I still quite like it. It's a nice orange flavour. The cream is really what's flavoured orange, really. So it doesn't taste like a Terry's chocolate orange, but it's more like something akin to a club where you've got that orange cream flavouring in that. It's a bit more upmarket than a club, of course, but so not too bad. I don't think it's quite as good as the other one. The other one I really enjoyed. I think this one is perhaps a bit more mundane, really. You can tell this one needs something else in it. It needs more crunch, really. It just feels a bit too much like there's just too much cream in it. So it's a high. It's almost a 4, but I think a 3.5 out of 5 for me. I think it's almost a 4. I think almost a 4, but I just don't think I can quite give it a 4 because I feel like it's just. I feel like you can tell it's not quite. It needs that crunch in it. I think just to offset that much cream in it, but it's still nice. It's still nice. There you go. Not too bad at all. Right, so go back onto some of the. Well, let's have another look at. You got another one of these local ones, whatever. Yeah, another one of these ones now. So not too bad. Milk cream this time. So it looks like it's basically like the other one with the wafer in, but it's got cream layer as well. It actually has English on this one. So milk chocolate with cream filling and wafer. There we go. Interesting one, this one. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. The milk chocolate, cocoa sauce 38% minimum. So it's almost like a dark milk, really. Milk cream filling 28% and crispy wafer 4%. Also got there we go. Got a sticker on that one actually for Netherlands maybe. But does it have the calories in there somewhere? Per 100 grams, 546 calories. Yeah, let's have a look. Can I see the fats? 34 grams of fat, 23 rich and saturated. So there we go. So quite similar to the one I imagine in looks. But as I say, got that cream filling as well. So quite a creamy one again, this one. So it could be quite an interesting one. Yeah, so let's give it a look. Yeah, what do you think? What's everyone's favourite percentage of dark chocolate then? What do you prefer? I mean, I would say me myself, I kind of feel like maybe the mid-40s maybe. Like why I decided actually with that orange one maybe the mid-30s, but maybe 40s as well, I think. That's kind of my dark chocolate level. Maybe I don't know. That one was milk chocolate though before as well, not the one maybe the one we did before. But so yeah, it was milk chocolate even though it's like 38%. So I found that quite interesting. I think that's probably where I like it, but some people like it really strong. I think Andrew was saying he likes it quite strong. Dark chocolate. What's everyone else think? I don't know. Maybe 100% is a bit much. Okay, let's give this one an open. Now, I think we're gonna, as I say, so it's gonna be quite similar looking to the other one. Let's have a look. So this is the only problem with when it gets in the sun. I think it's okay, but we have to start being wary of the fact that we're probably going to start getting a bit melty as it gets to be more the summertime. So yeah, one of those. Have to be careful. So I'll give it a quick measure. We've already measured it once with the other one. It's going to be exactly the same size, but we'll just do it for completeness in case someone's just watching this part. Let's have a look. Yeah, about 3.2 again. So just show it. I've got it on. Yeah, about 3.2. And height 4 millimeters, and in between, yeah, about 2 again. Yeah, okay. Width on the other side. Yeah, about 3.2 again. So it's about 3.2 both sides actually. I must have measured the wrong one. Yeah, about 3.4 one side. There we go. Yeah, I must have measured the same one twice. Yeah, so quite not quite the same measurement on each side, but there we go, near enough. All right, let's have a see. Okay, so let's have a look at this one, shall we? I'm quite excited to see what this one looks like. Yes, it doesn't quite have the look of the other one. You can see this sort of cream topper is slightly there. Yeah, all right. So not too bad. It's just got a bit. It's just a bit like the other one, but with a bit more wafer and cream and with cream on top. I think is the gist of it. So quite an interesting one. Hmm, quite an interesting one. Okay, let's give it a bit of a taste, shall we? So let's give it a go. So saying before, the other one didn't have the blue ribbon effect. Didn't have that cream in. This one does actually. Wow. Well, it does make a nice difference actually. It's not a chocolate cream; it's a milk cream, but it's actually very nice. Yeah. That's really nice. That's really nice actually. It just adds a bit of extra oomph to it. Like the other one, as I was saying, it just like that cream. This one, with that cream as well as the wafer, it just gives it that extra edge. Really, it tastes. It's almost going to be quite similar to a Kit Kat Chunky almost in a way. Sort of. It's not quite. It's not chunky, but it gives you that sort of bit of a hit there with yeah, like a Kit Kat Chunky with like a layer of something else, and it's actually very nice. This one. This is actually pretty good. Yeah, the other one maybe I was a bit too much with the 4.5. Maybe I should have given it a 4 like I thought. 50% is good for you reckon? Yeah, I'm almost with you there. I think 40s is where I sort of it starts to get a bit too dry after 40 for me. I mean, it can depend, of course. Some of them are different than others. You know, I've tasted some ones that are in the 30s that taste like they're in the 40s and stuff like that. You know, from my opinion anyway. And so it can depend, of course. But yeah, generally, I think maybe the upper end of 40 is just where it's at for me for being enjoyable. I find after that it's just a bit too dry. But it can depend. It does depend on the dark chocolate, I guess. But I tend to think, yeah, in the 40s for me, I think is enough. But yeah, it's one of those. But you know, it's one of them, isn't it? But this one, I'm a big fan. I'm quite a big fan of this. Just gonna have this whole. I shouldn't have the whole segment, but I'm gonna. Yeah, wow. Yeah, this one is very nice. You don't get much of the other one tastes a bit more dark chocolatey. This one doesn't really. It tastes more milk chocolate. This one than the other one. Let's just have a look. I think looking at it, it does look to be more milk chocolate. This one's the one I had before. Definitely seems to be more. You can see it's just slightly darker, can't you? Slightly. So yeah, it does taste a bit more milk chocolatey. So that's the one thing against it, I'd say. I think I prefer the chocolate for the other one. So maybe it does balance out a bit. Maybe I was saying the one, maybe I shouldn't have given it such a high rating. But to be honest with you, yeah, I think I did prefer the chocolate in the other one. So this one is really nice. I feel like this one's probably marginally better than the other one, just because I feel that cream addition is really nice. It just brings it all together, basically. Yeah, it's quite. Just have a bit of a sip. Just dry my mouth out a bit. There we go, just refresh my mouth a bit. You had 7% on Easter. You like to buy again, but it's probably your limits. The 7% you're a bit of a stronger dark chocolate fan. Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's not too bad. Nothing wrong with that, Joe. Nothing wrong with that. It's I think that's very much. I mean, I can still appreciate it. You know, I can still appreciate it when it's that strong. But I find it's too much for me. I find generally, yeah, it's just one of those, though, isn't it? But I think I don't know. I do like dark chocolate, but I think it's when it gets a bit dry that it's just a bit too. When I can still sort of when it still tastes a bit chocolatey, I think that's when I prefer it really. But you know, it's nothing. One of those, isn't it? We all have our different likes and dislikes and things like that. Yeah, so interesting. I think I'm definitely, you know, like yourself and Andrew prefer a bit stronger than me. So I think I'm definitely in the minority with dark chocolate. I think I'm not that big a dark chocolate connoisseur, but I still appreciate it. Yeah, so but yeah. Interesting, but this one is very nice. Yeah, I think this one for me, I think it's slightly better than the other one, just because I feel like the ingredients come together a lot better. They really work together very well. So I think it's a 4.5 out of 5 again for me. This one, but it's very nice actually. Really lovely chocolate. I feel like it's just really tasty actually. I feel like it just really works very well with that cream. I don't know, just really good combination. I'm not normally a fan of massive amounts of cream in chocolates and things, but this one I say because it just complements the wafer really well. So you've got that sort of dryness in the cream with it, and then the chocolate on top. I feel like it works very well. That actually, really interesting, really nice, really nice. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that. Right, so I've got one special, like you know, real. I'm going to save it to last, like a sort of like the most Italian one of the lot. I'll save it till the end, I think. Yeah, so there we go. So this is the one I was really excited for. I love this one when I sampled it. It was so nice. I actually bought 2 of these bars. I've not had any of them yet. But it's one we had before, but this time it's pear. A pair of all flavours. Unusual. Yes, there you go. The dark chocolates, yes, I think Andrew was saying that this is dark chocolate at the top of it, with pear crunchy pieces, I guess, in something or other, maybe. We sort of presumably ripe, I don't know, pear cream or something like that. Yeah. Okay, I think we get the gist of it. But yes, so basically like the other one, but pear flavoured this time. So there we go, there's the ingredients as well. So there we go. So dark chocolate, 47% again, and with crunchy pear pieces in a sort of pear cream, basically. Okay. 534 calories per 100 grams, 32 grams of fat, 25 of which are saturates. So 100 gram bar. Is that the same amount of calories as the other one? Just wondering, because I just wonder if they've just literally just swapped the. A bit too convenient, isn't it, if it's the same amount of calories? If it focuses in, will it focus? 533, 31.25. No, slightly different. Okay. Alright, yeah, very excited for this one, very excited. Tonight we'll prepare an all-family recipe, grape pie with 50% choc. It matches great with the grapes, I see. That sounds really interesting. Grape pie, wow. Oh, if you were still on Discord, Joe, I'd love to see a photo of that. It's such a shame, but well, sounds very nice. Sounds very nice, yeah. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will. Wow. I'll say, yeah, that sounds really nice, Joe. Hi there, Jane. Great to see you still. Oh, great. Yes, yes. Never heard of pear. Sounds interesting. It does sound a very interesting one. Never, as I say, never normally had pear with chocolate before, I don't think ever. And it was when I sampled this in the shop. I only had little samples, but I was very happy. So I got 2 of the bar. Very interesting. Oh, but glad you stuck about, Jen. It's really great to see you again. As I say, it's been such a long time, so really good to see you back. Hope you, yeah, let's say, got almost I've got 920 regular reviews in the channel, but basically over 100 overall. I think what the lives and other things I've done. So plenty of videos for you to catch up on. Don't worry, I'm not expecting you to do that. Can't imagine pairing chocolate. I mean, it was very. I was very intrigued. Let's put it that way. So hopefully my memory's not let me down. But I was very happy with it. So we'll see. We'll see. So let's give it a bit of an open. And it's a bit of I don't know. I'm not sure. It's quite difficult to see on this bottom. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I can't. I don't know. I wish I had I probably need a better camera for the lower one, I think. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I think we know what it's going to look like. It's going to be very similar to the previous one. It's got this sort of foil wrapper again. You know, as I said, I do quite like the foil. I used to like in the old days when you could rub the picture into the into the image. You can see some of it's done already there. But there we go. All right. Yeah, so I think we might have to. I don't know. Yeah, we don't have air conditioning generally in the UK, so I'm sure a lot of you know. But yeah, it's a bit difficult when it's a bit warm. So it's just about okay today. But what with all the heat, all the lights, and the computer and stuff like that, it does make it a bit warmer. So obviously, there's a gorgeous smell coming from it as well. Unfortunately, although they did talk about smell-o-vision back in the 90s, we haven't got it yet. And it's a nice smell. It's not massively strong. You have to go close to smell it, but it's a really nice fresh smell actually. It smells quite. It doesn't smell pear, but it has a nice fresh fruity smell. So I'll give it a quick measure. You know what we're like. We'll do the old measuring. Okay, let's have a see. Yeah, so it's about the same as your one, about 15.3 centimeters long there. I used the ruler because the calipers aren't quite big enough to do that. Yeah, in that respect. So there we go. Let's have a look. Okay, at 2.7 there, 2.75 in width and height. Do it in between first, just happen to have done it. 2 millimeters. And the height with the segment itself, about 3 millimeters, 3.3, 0.33. Okay. Yeah, so as I say, I tried this one, sampled it in the shop. I remember I went up to this American couple that were there, and I said, I just told them, I said, you just, I just had a quick chat with them earlier on, and I just said, look, just got to go try that out. You wouldn't think it was great, but it's absolutely fantastic. And he did come back to me later and said, yeah, you were right. So if they were just being polite, but yeah. Your computer eats the room better than my radiator, see? Honestly, I know at least that's something now. I mean, the energy bill's rising. At least we've got something now. At least we get something back from it, but there we go. You dreamed of smell-o-vision. Chocolate would be heaven. Pizza for a close second. Well, this is very true, Jan. Yeah, imagine that. Wow. Imagine that. That would be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it? It would certainly be a good addition to the channel as well if I could yeah, experience that along with it as well, the different chocolate smells and things. Yeah, it'd be really nice. Yeah, because some of it is in that really. It has to be said. A lot of your taste is associated with the smell as well. So, okay, let's give this a bit of a snap then. I think I might just snap it. Well, I'll snap it down here so you can still see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. You see there, it looks very similar to the other one actually, doesn't it? You can see it's kind of got that chocolate, dark chocolatish cream. No, couldn't see the crunch on it though. The sample bits I had loads of crunch in, so I'm hoping it's not been a bit of a con, where the where the sample they gave you wasn't the same as the as what's actually in the bar, which would be a bit, I don't know, yeah, because basically you're on the sort of tour bus there, so you kind of would have disappeared before you ever sampled it. So I don't know, maybe it's a bit of a cheat going on there. Maybe it's not quite the same bar. Yeah, in Italy, I used to get a bar from the supermarket which was white chocolate with little M&Ms in, but it wasn't M&M branding. Well, honestly, it was their own branded supermarket. That's interesting. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, you think it was anyway, but yeah, really nice. Does sound quite nice, that. White chocolate with little M&Ms. So with the M&Ms, actually, you have milk chocolate in the middle as well. Rainbow, you say? That does sound quite interesting. Now, I take it if you've had a search and you can't find it. That'd be nice if they did do it, wouldn't it? Oh. Okay, let's give this a go then. Hopefully it's got a bit more of the crunch. We can see, I think, a crunchy bit there. You can see that little whitish, greyish looking piece. So fingers crossed, let's give it a go. Got a nice smell to it, as I say. Well, there's not as much crunchy pieces in again. But it is nice. It's got a fresh taste to it. But it's not the same, yeah. I think they've been a bit cheeky there. The one I sampled in the shop was definitely more crunchy than this, and it was fantastic. But while this does have some crunch in it, it's definitely more cream. It's not the same one as the ones I had on display. I mean, I don't know. At least, I don't know, maybe I was just overexcited at the time, I'm not sure. But the one I had, I mean, you could imagine that they would just have a bar and open it. But I felt like it was a very different bar. It was definitely less creamy and more crunchy. There was definitely loads of crunch. But let's have another go. So a nice pear flavour though, it's nice and fresh. But it's definitely not the same as the one I sampled, I'm sure of it. Yeah, a bit cheeky that, isn't it? Really? A bit cheeky, just goes to show. I mean, although having said that, it could just be one bar is different from another, I don't know. But this is very similar to the orange one. Same level of sort of crunch in it. The one I had in the sample had loads of crunch in it. It was more crunch than anything else. It wasn't a very creamy bar, it was just nice and crunchy. All the crunchy bits of that, yeah. So I don't know. It makes me wonder whether they have a special tasting pub. I'm not sure. Having said that, it sounds ridiculous because you would have thought they'd just open one. And I did see other chocolates there and things that they clearly were. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. You would assume that they were the same. I can't see it myself, but it definitely doesn't seem to taste the same as I remembered it. I remembered it being like a 5 out of 5 for sure. This one, I don't know. It's a bit like the other one. It's nice. It's got a lovely fresh pear flavour. It does work well with it, but it's the cream is just too. It's too sort of chocolatey creamy. You know, yeah. The cream's too creamy, as I always say on this channel. It's just too. It's just too much of that really, rather than the crunch. And like I was saying with the local one, you know, before the one I had before. A bit of a sneak preview on the next one there. It was a bit sort of, it worked really well with the extra cream because it brought all the different ingredients together. And this one, it's just not got enough of the crunch in it. So while it's got that lovely fresh pear flavour, it tastes quite, it does taste, I wouldn't say it doesn't taste liquidy or watery, but because of the sense of melts in your mouth, it does come across quite nicely of pear, which is quite a sort of soft, liquidy sort of flavour, isn't it? Not too bad though. But there's just no real crunch in it. As I say, you just can't taste. Just isn't any crunch. It's like the crunchy pieces have just gone. You know, it's not. They're not like things that would melt or anything like that. You know, so you see the orange one's got loads of crunch in there, and the pear one the same. They just probably coloured it actually, different colour. They're just not there. They're just not present. So, you know, it's a bit of a funny one that really. Yes. Had they just put it in the fridge? Yeah, well, no, I don't think, yeah, I was just, sorry, Andrew, I was just saying, yeah, it's the crunchy pieces themselves are just not there. So these like little crunchy bits, they're just not present in this bar. You know, you might get one or two, but in the one I sampled, there was just loads of them. And it'd been out for a while as well. It wasn't, It wasn't fresh from the fridge or anything like that. So I don't know. It could just be me misremembering it, but I'm quite sure that that one was full of crunchy pieces, and it really stood out to me. It was very different. Yeah. It wouldn't have been. It wasn't cold or anything like that, and it'd been, it kind of been sat there basically. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I find it difficult to believe it would be a different bar, because it makes no sense. But but it was very different. So I don't know whether it's just, I don't know how that managed to it. I don't know. But anyway, as I say, it was a few weeks back. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I quite distinctly remember at the time thinking that was fabulous. But yeah, so a bit disappointing, that one. I think it's still nice. I can't quite remember what I gave the one. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. I feel like it's a bit similar, really. I feel like it is, again, about 3.5 out of 5. I feel like the pear flavour is quite interesting, quite nice, but I think just without that crunch, it's still a 3.5 out of 5. It just needs that extra crunch in it. It's just hardly any there. It's a real disappointment, actually, that one, because I thought that was going to blow my socks off completely. And I'll say I bought 2 of them, because I thought, I'll have one afterwards. After I review the other one, I can still have another one where I can sit down and enjoy it, just from the start. But oh, it's a shame, that. It's a real shame. Real shame, that one. I'm really disappointed. I was really excited for that. I thought that was going to be like, basically the miracle bar, to end all bars almost, in such a different flavour. But yeah, I don't know. It's basically a different bar, that one, than the one I tasted. I think it really feels that different. I don't know if they changed the recipe later on, and I don't know. I can't explain it. It doesn't make any sense, but it really does taste a very different bar. Disappointed there. Disappointed. Yes, don't know whether you asked or not, but would the darker chocolate be more calorific than milk chocolate? Because I feel like it is, Joe. I feel like it is, yeah. I don't know if for fat, though. But I feel like, from memory, when I've looked at it, I'm sure it has had more calories generally. But, of course, with milk chocolate, you can sometimes have other things in it. Like, it can be quite difficult to tell, because they sometimes add other things or have other things with it. So I'm not too sure. I've literally had I think I have had a bar of dark and milk next to each other, and I'm sure we've compared the calories in the past. They have been more calorific, but I can't recall precisely. Maybe because it's made of real pear. I don't know. Yeah, the other one. Well, I feel like it was maybe, Joe. Maybe I feel like it was just had more of the crunch in it, which I don't think would be real pear as such. I feel like it's just the consistency of those little crunchy pieces. I just feel like they were missing in this bar. So it could have just been I've got, as I say, just a poor bar or something. But the orange one was the same. It didn't have much crunch in it. So I don't know. Can't describe it. Yeah, can't explain it really. Shame that. Disappointed with that one. I was quite excited for that. Oh well, never mind. That's life for you, I guess. It tasted great on holiday. Things are always better on holiday, aren't they? So that's the way. Maybe that's what it was. Who knows? All right, so I've got a very Italian one now. Then I've got one more after this one to go. So I've got a couple more, I think. I think there's a couple more. But the other one is very, it's probably the most Italian one of the lot, I think. But yeah, I'll say. But this one, yes, here's that flavour that I struggle to pronounce. Stracciatella. I keep doing the kind of pasta flavour, the type of pasta, which I can never remember what it is either. Chocolate with cocoa nibs and wafer crispies. The chocolate chip is the gist of it in when you have the gelato with this. So it does look very nice. It does remind me of the gelato, actually. There you can see a bit of it there as well. Duality as well, it says. Duality. There we are. So yeah, so it does look pretty good, this one. See the different things. I think it's got a sticker on there, actually. Yeah, I think there's quite a good looking sticker, that actually. Done a good job there sticking that on. Does look pretty good. Okay, milk chocolate 53%, cocoa sods 38% minimum. With wafer crispies 3% and white chocolate 41%, with cocoa nibs 3%. Now there we go, so quite a lot going on here, Got the calorie information here, 546 calories per 100 grams, 35 grams of fats, I think, 21 of which are saturated, so there we go. There we are. Keep between 4 and 20, so it's a bit over that today, unfortunately, but there we go, in the house at least, but there we are. It's got the easy open wrapper as well. Sort of flow wrapper. A new wafer dimension, it says. Yeah, there we go. It's got the Italian, yes, it is an Italian company. Yeah, so there we are. Oh, I thought it was maybe German before, but it does say Italy there, so there we are. Okay, 50 gram bar again. Let's give this one an open. So that's another quite excited for this one. Yeah. So I think this one will look very nice as well, so let's have a see. And after this one, let's say this, yeah, the one I think that was made, I think it was made on the premises of the last place. think anyway. It looks very much like it's been made on the premises, so we'll see. It was quite nice. Just can't open this. Easy open, I can't open it. So this one's got crunchy pieces in as well. Did it say it had wafer in? I can't recall. So you can see. Oh, look at that. Let's say. Yeah, wafer crispies. It says. Okay, so it's just like Rice Krispie type things. But there you go. Look at that. It looks very nice, doesn't it? Up here as well, so you can see a bit of a better image there. So it does look very nice. Lovely crispy piece. Look at that, cram full of pieces. It does have like cookie pieces as well, cocoa nibs. So I'll give it a quick measure again. Why not? Just for I know we have. Well, we do. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So about 3.36 on that side. To go up to 0. On the other side, probably about 3.2 was it? Remember correctly? Oop, I changed it to inches there. No, can't be. Let's see. Okay, not sure what happened there. Seemed to say 8 something. 8 centimeters. Okay, there we go. Yeah, all right, 8 centimeters. The other one was 8.5, 8.6. Okay, there we go. The height in between, the trough, 4 millimeters. Yeah. The other side, about 7 millimeters. Okay. So this is very interesting, this one, doesn't it? This one looks very nice, actually, I must say. Let's give it a bit of a snap. There you go. So you can kind of see there, yeah, there's like a crunchy, yeah, bits in there, the wafer, and the sort of representative of the chocolate chip there. It looks very interesting. Yeah, it's very nice indeed. Quite excited this one. Very most Italian flavour of the lot, I think you'd say. So let's give it a go. I think definitely, hopefully, it'll be quite distinctive this one. So let's give it a taste. Interesting. It's quite nice white chocolate actually. It's very different. I don't know if it's because of the mix of the other flavours in with it, but it tastes interesting. It doesn't taste quite like other white chocolates I've tasted. Has a kind of it's just as if an ingredient's a bit different in it. I don't know. It is quite yeah, how to describe it? I'm not sure really. It has it's interesting. It's very different. It tastes a bit. I'd say it's almost like, I don't know if they use milk in white chocolate or nothing they do. It's as if it's made with a different kind of milk. It just tastes different. Interesting. And quite a nice crunch in there as well. I like the crunchy pieces in there. I think the cocoa nibs I can't really taste dramatically well, but it's a nice combination of things. Nice crunches. That's a nice sort of milk chocolate, nice white chocolate mix. I think it's actually generally pretty good, that. Yeah, pretty nice. It's just different. It really tastes different, that. It doesn't taste like a milk white chocolate combo that I've had before. It's not radically different. It's not going to sort of, change your life, but it's actually pretty good, that. There's a nice crunchies from it. I don't think the crunchies taste quite as chocolate chippy as I think I'd like them to taste. They do just taste like crunchy Rice Krispie pieces or crunchy wafer pieces. Generally, it's pretty good though. So for the white chocolate though, as different as it is, I think the fact that I don't know, it's not blowing my mind. I feel like I've tasted better white chocolates as such, and I feel like while the combinations work relatively well together, I feel like I've had better white chocolate combos just on its own with different flavours and things. I feel like it's a nice bar. It's not blowing my mind though, if you know what I mean, but it's just nice. It's different. It's different. I just feel like the chocolate, I don't know, like before, like for instance when the particularly in the first one we had that sort of very dark milky type chocolate really sort of stood out and tasted very interesting. And then you have the other one with the milk cream. Yeah, had like the cream and wafer scent, and that sort of, while the milk chocolate there wasn't sort of amazing, it all worked really well together, especially with the cream, just brought all the ingredients together. This one, I kind of feel like everything's okay. You've got sort of like an okay set of ingredients that nothing really kind of lifts it up. They're all nice enough, but they don't, there isn't an ingredient there that kind of lifts the whole experience. It just stays okay, if you know what I mean. So the white chocolate's distinct, it's different. It has a distinct taste, but it's not It doesn't blow my mind, if you know what I mean, but it's nice. And there's sort of like the crunchy bits are in there are nice as well, but again, they don't sort of, they're just quite nice, if you know what I mean. And the milk chocolate's okay. Again, it's just all quite nice, but it's not, I don't know, it's not blowing my mind, if you know what I mean. It's a good chocolate bar. I just feel like it's, I don't know. As I say, none of the bits of it are just like lifting. They're not sort of working with each other to lift the bar higher. It just stays quite. You know, if you have the bits individually, it probably tastes just as good as a bar. You know, it might not taste the same, but it will taste just as good as if you had them all together. You know what I mean? It's one of those. So it's still nice. It probably sounds worse than I'm making it really, but well, it's better than I'm making it sound, I think. But I feel like I'm a bit disappointed because I felt like it was going to be a lot better because it looks like it should be have a lot more taste and a lot more interest about it. But it's not bad. I feel like for me it's probably a low 4, but I'm still going to say a 4 out of 5. I feel like it might be a bit too unfair to give it a 3. I think it's a bit more interesting than those other ones, unfortunately, which I was really disappointed with, those orange and pear ones. But it wasn't too bad, that. It wasn't too bad, but I feel like it's a low 4 though. It's almost a 3.5 really. Definitely nearer to a 3.5 than a 4. Alright, well the last one for today, the one I've been saving till last, I feel like this is possibly, well, I wouldn't say it's the most Italian of the lot, but it feels like it was a bit more, a bit different, and certainly less, I don't know what's the word, less mass marketed than all the others. You know, probably something that probably was made on the site of this place. Certainly looks it by the way they've done the sell-by dates. I'm not sure. It's still probably quite touristy because this was the route, you know, where they took the tour bus through on the way to Tuscany and this, that and the other. So, you know, it's probably not, you know, that authentic, but nonetheless, here we go. So yes, here we are. So dark chocolate cherry, basically, or cherry chocolate dark as it says. Yes. There we go. So yes, I think like Andrew said, fondant, dark chocolate. So I'm assuming that's cherry, Amarena. There we go. So dark chocolate with cherry, or cherry dark chocolate, or cherry chocolate dark. So there we go. Yeah. So there we are. So there we go. So got some of that. So does it say? I don't know if that's. I assume that's 80% cherry. I think. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's dark chocolate. I'm not sure. Maybe it's. I don't know. Let's see. What does it say? Interesting. Yeah. Chocolate and cherry go so well together. It certainly does. Yes, I think was it you, Jen? I mentioned ages ago about that. Is it Giardelli? Is it this? I don't know if we spoke about it a long time ago. This the San Franciscan company, I think it is. They do a dark chocolate cherry. I remember reviewing it, and it was one of the best experiences I've ever had in a chocolate form. It was really nice, that one. Yeah. So I don't know if we spoke to. I don't know if it's you I spoke to about it, but you probably would know it maybe. It was very nice, that one, Jen. It was very nice. Yeah, I think this is definitely one that should work. What I like about it though, I love the way you see the sell-by date here has been handwritten on. You know, they've marked it off here, so it clearly definitely seems to be a bit more handmade. There you go, there you are. So if that's where I was, maybe it was. There you go. So it is actually made in Italy, this one, don't I? Yeah. Perugia maybe, don't know. Got 2 addresses anyway. 100 grams, 443 calories, so pretty low on the 500 to 550 scale that chocolate pots tend to have in my experience. 78 grams of fat, 10.6 of which are saturates. I can't quite tell. Is that 50% dark chocolate? Might be. I mean, it could be 80. I don't think it will. It looks to be more towards the something to do with the cherry, I think. But there we go. Looks very nice. Looks very nice, this one. Very interesting. You can see. I don't know if they are actually just. I don't think it's actually cherries covered in like a dark chocolate. I don't think it is. I did sample these ones, but again, who knows? Because what I sampled and what's in the thing might be different. I don't know. So let's give it a bit of an opening, shall we? So what I used to do, Jen, is I used to move the camera down, up and down, but I felt like just easy to go back to doing this sort of mini one here. Let's see, so it's stapled together as well. There we go. All right. So again, so we've got quite a few in here, quite a lot actually. I don't know if I'll roll them out and count them, but you can clearly see here. I'll grab a couple. Ooh, noisy. There you go. So you can see it's quite dark on the camera below, but the true colours on the one on the top. The one below is sort of just for cutting them. You can see quite a nice, I don't know, rosy red colour there. I quite like that. Nice. It looks very nice. Yeah. So there's quite a few in here. I don't know, 7, 10, 14, 17, 19, 21. I think I've counted after a quick count. 7, 14, 19. Yeah, 21. There we go. So I'll leave 2 out. I will give them a measure, but there's not much point because they're quite knobbly. But just so you've got the gist of what they are. There's really not much point here, but there we go. About 2.3 centimeters in diameter, 2.4, and then roughly about 1.8. Okay, I'll try chopping one of these in half. It's going to be quite difficult. I might just bite it in half actually and show you. I think that might be the easiest way because I think it's just going to kind of go everywhere otherwise. So, yeah, let's give it a taste. I'll give a whole one a taste first. So I'll give half a taste actually. Let's see. So there you go. Yeah, it is actually full cherry on the inside. Wow, it tastes very nice. It's a nice cherry. When I sampled them, I didn't think it was like a full cherry on the inside. I don't know why, because it tastes so sweet. Very nice actually. It's very nice. It's nice chocolate taste around it, quite thick, quite a nice crisp sugar shell as well. And that cherry is really moist and not ridiculously cherry-like actually. It's cherries can be a bit sort of sometimes a bit too strong. It's actually quite not subtle, but it's not overly strong. It's actually a quite nice cherry. Yeah, these are very nice. As Jen said, it's a nice combination as well. And that crunch on the outside just adds an extra dimension as well. We have that nice crunch. It is nice. I feel like the cherry might be a bit. I wouldn't say cream, but it'd be nice if it's. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I know Rick, another review, was sent me that cherry blossom from Canada, which was sort of very almost like a glacé cherry, I think, with lots of sauce in the middle as well, covered in chocolate. I feel this one would be nice if it had a bit more of like if it did have some kind of cream in it, almost some kind of sort of saucy, sugar syrup in there. Although it might be going against it, of course. But it is really nice. It is very nice actually. I have to say. I just feel like I feel like I either could do the dark chocolate's not overly rich. I feel like maybe it would benefit from having a stronger dark chocolate, or maybe a sort of sweeter cherry taste, or like a something as I say, like a sort of sugary, liquidy centre as well, which would be a bit fake really. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me being a bit. I don't know, but the cherry's a nice centre. It's a nice cherry centre actually, and sometimes a bit, as I say, with actual fruit in chocolate, but it's actually pretty good. I feel like there's something not quite perfect about it. I feel like I prefer if it was, as I say, a stronger dark chocolate or a sort of had a bit more of a liquidy centre for the cherry, just to sort of, I don't know. Yeah, it's a funny one. I'm not sure. It's not quite perfect for me. I feel like it's just something that could be a bit better. But it's still nice. It's still very nice. Interesting combination of flavours there and textures as well. It's got lovely crunch, lovely chocolate, and as I say, the cherry centre, which is quite soft, almost sweet-like actually, as in like a jelly sweet almost. But I feel like I'm sure it's a proper cherry. Interesting. I think for me, it's a hard one to say. I feel like it's in betwixt and between. You know, it's it's not quite a strong enough dark chocolate, and it's not quite a sweet enough cherry. It's sort of like I feel like one of them needs to be raised or something really for it to just be a bit more perfect. But it's still very nice. It's an interesting combination actually. But I feel like it's probably just a 4 out of 5, I think. But it's still nice. Still very tasty. I just feel like, as I say, it just needed one thing or another lifting slightly just to improve. Yeah, just to improve it. But still nice. Still a nice one. So there we go. Well, there you go, guys. I think that's pretty much it. The Italian special over. So there we go. So some interesting ones there. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the ones I was expecting to be really good were not quite as good as I remembered them being. Bit of a strange one, that one. Yeah. Yes, you love the chocolate-covered cherries in syrup the best. Yes. Just adds that extra bit of sweetness and gooiness. I think that's right, Jen. I think that's what I wanted from this one. Just like I say, a bit more of a syrup in it. I can understand probably why they don't do it, because it'd be more difficult for them to make. But yeah, I think that's a bit like that cherry blossom that was sent to me a while back as well. I had like more of a syrup in there. I think you're right. I don't think it needed that syrup, basically. I feel like it just needed that. Yeah. It's a bit of a shame. But there we go. You can't, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that would have made the difference. That gooiness would have just lifted it a bit more. It just would have pushed it. I feel like, what if you just had a stronger dark chocolate, maybe it might have worked. But I feel like generally, like you say, the cherry with its sort of gooiness or liquidity or whatever liquidity. I'm not sure that's the well, let's use it anyway. I'm sure it's used for another financial term, but anyway, and that sort of yeah, more liquidness, I guess. Yeah, the centre would just improve it just a bit more for me. But yeah, interesting one, interesting. But there we go. Yeah, I still think it's still nice. But yeah, like you say, I think that would have definitely guaranteed it at least a 4.5 out of 5. I think, but it was still good, an interesting one. Well, there we go, guys. That brings us to the end of the Italy special. Hope you enjoyed it. Really good to see you all in the chat again. Really nice to see you. Great to see you again, Jen. It's been such a long time, so really great to see you back on the channel. Hopefully I'll see you again soon as well. Really good to see you, as I say. And Joe, of course, and Andrew Winton. Great to see you as well, Andrew. Oh, and Alan from Before an Egg, of course. Yes, great to see you, Egg. I really appreciate you coming, Egg, all the time. Really nice. And yeah, hope everyone's doing okay and having a lovely weekend. Apologies if I missed anyone. I don't think I have, but if I have, apologies. And anyone who's not been in the chat but still watching, thank you so much. Really massively appreciated. Good to see you all. There is about a 6-second delay, by the way, between what I'm saying now and I think things coming back and forth in the chat. So I might have gone by the time you sent something. So I do apologise. I'm not ignoring you. Just the way it goes, unfortunately. Just the latency of the channel. So, or the delay, basically. So there we go. One of those. But I'll say, really great to see you all. Lovely to see you all in the chat. Hope you're having a great day and have a lovely weekend. It's a long weekend next weekend. So yeah, get ready for that. Looking forward to it. I'll say there will be a live on Saturday again. I'll do the poll midweek for people to vote. I think probably with the Spain special, the Pocky special, and maybe a mystery review special to vote from. Might put something else in there. Might do a biscuit special as well, maybe, just in case the weather's too hot. But yeah, we'll see. But I'll put that in. All right, guys, take care. So really great to see you all again. Have a lovely day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. See ya.